G'day people, Conderson here. In this video, I'm gonna review Artful and give things that would make him better. This video is basically about how to balance Artful and what buffs/nerfs I would give him. And he's definitely the weakest killer around a certain strength of a certain computer I'll talk about next video. And he definitely needs a buff. But we'll review that later. Let's get started. Artful's base stats are 608 health, 90 stamina, and a 20 damage slash. Yes, 90 stamina! That's lower than most civilian stamina. I cannot be the only person thinking that this is way too low. It's the most important part of a killer, and if it's lower than survivors, the killer is cooked! Yes! Parkinson Rage form has low stamina than the civilians, but because of its speed, it's fine. But Artful has 90 stamina and a mediocre sprint speed. Still faster than other killers, but still mediocre. This is genuinely insane! Oh yeah, Harkin has more stamina than Artful with 94 stamina, which is genuinely insane at how strong Harkin's and Rage form is. Like, seriously, Artful's stamina is depressing. It is the only reason Artful isn't meta. Because if it was higher, Artful would definitely be one of the best killers in Die of Death. Anyways, Artful's first ability is Wall. I think the name is pretty self-explanatory, but if you have -2 brain cells, the wall blocks off paths with a long-ass wind-up. Yes, Artful gets off pretty quickly, but the walls wind up. It goes from its little ground so slowly, literally people run past it. Take this clip for example. This dash guy just dashes over the wall when I place it. Not once, twice. And no, this isn't a skill issue because without the dash, it would still be a problem. Like seriously, it's definitely underpowered, but its health is pretty good. It's scaled with the amount of people in the lobby, which the health is actually the best part of the wall because in most cases it takes 1 to 2 gunshots to take down. Even with that health, I think it needs a slight buff. Artful's second ability is Copyright, placing a music box that slows survivors. It's underpowered as fluff because it barely slows the civilians. The civilians can just run past the music box without a problem, and you still wouldn't catch up because of your low stamina. This ability is the one that needs the most buffs because it's so underpowered. Oh my god. You cannot understand how much times the civilian just ran past the music box without a problem. Anyways, Artful's third and final ability is Repurpose, allowing you to store a wall, a music box, or a civilian. No, not actually store the civilian, but create a puppet pretty much quick. This ability is fine, except for 2 things, Copyright and Civilian. Copyright barely speeds you up, which removes 99.9% of the purpose of the ability. Anyways, the Civilian Repurpose, oh my god. The wind-up for this goddamn puppet is so long, and the puppet only does 15 damage. If you use this ability mid-chase, you are cooked. You lose the chase because you have 90 stamina, and you have the probability of your minion just getting destroyed because if a punch or gun is in your vicinity, they can just run up to you or just come up to you and punch or shoot you, destroying the clone and your morale. This needs to be changed and it completely neglects the ability. Oh my god, this is so underpowered. 15 damage and the probability that it gets destroyed in 3.2 seconds is so bad. Anyways, this is the end of this section of the video. On to the balances that I would make to Artful. Next, the balances. Some balances I would make to Artful's base stats is to just give him 5 or 10 more stamina. Yes, I know the devs said they won't give him more stamina, I think, but it would make Artful so much better. It would help Artful catch up to people, counter most looping, and overall make him a better killer. Because like seriously, 90 stamina is so trash. Like seriously, you cannot catch up to anyone. That extra 5 or 10 stamina would easily make him way better. Even with 5 extra stamina, Artful would still be way better due to him actually having more stamina than the Gunslinger card, which is the card that 99% of people use when they have the choice to use it. 90 stamina is horrendous and a disgrace to killer mains. Anyways, buffs that I would make to Artful's wall is decrease the time it takes to spawn completely and increase the health. The time it takes to completely spawn would make Artful so much better and easier to play. Shaving even 1 second off the windup for the wall would change a lot in Artful's gameplay, helping him be better with strategy and swift wall placement. And increasing the wall health would just be a good change since it scales with the server size. So if you have, say, 3 to 4 people, it only takes 1 gunshot to take down the walls, making the walls pretty useless. So increasing the wall health would make Artful's wall's ability way better and counter loopers better, helping Artful cut off people like the strategist he is supposed to be. Next, the balances I would make to Copyright is just so it slows more so it can counter loopers more effectively, because currently, Copyright doesn't slow the survivors that much, only being useful when the survivor is at low stamina or in the slowing water of the base plate map near the bridge. The extra slows would just balance Copyright in general, because like seriously, currently it doesn't slow the survivor that much. Just give it slows 3 and per second terms and it will be balanced. Overall, more slows would just make Copyright more effective and actually allow Artful to catch up with people. Anyways, repurpose. Yeah, we're talking about this one now. One of the weakest abilities in Dive Depth. Easily the ability that needs the most support and the most buffs. First of all, the Copyright repurpose. Firstly, I would buff Okay, I think that is yeah. Okay, seriously now. I would completely rework it. Make it into a flashbang. First of all, you would repurpose the Copyright, and upon use, you would throw the Copyright like a grenade, and after a short windup, it would just become a flashbang and stun the survivors for 2 seconds. Not actually doing damage, but just stunning them, allowing Artful to easily catch up to loopers. Yeah, it might be a little too OP, but I think it's fine. Wait. I got a better idea. Make it into a landmine instead of a throwable, so it's even more about strategy. Yeah, that would be better. I guess Artful would become even more map dependent, but I guess he's already map dependent because his walls are pretty trash on glass houses. Well. Look who we have here. The Civilian Repurpose. Easily the worst ability in Artful's kit by far. This one needs the most changes and the most balances to actually be useful in competitive playing. So basically the buffs I would make to it is just decrease the windup and just give the Civilian clone a shield when it spawns. Firstly, the windup, I would decrease it because like seriously, the windup literally makes you lose the chase when you use it, so just decreasing the windup wouldn't hurt that much. And second of all, the shield, it's just to not make the clones get spawn camped by stunners, because like every single person ever in Dive Death chooses stunning rolls because they're so-called fun, even though it's hella unbalanced, and they're kinda trash either way. I still think they should nerf it, but still, they should still buff Artful because look at this Civilian Repurpose, it's so trash. And these are the buffs I would make to it, and the buffs I would make to Artful in general. On to the conclusion. In conclusion,
burn Artful stamina. Artful stamina sucks. Buff Artful stamina. It's so trash. I want to rip my arm out. Please, Showtime, buff Artful stamina. Please, I'm desperate. Please. Buff this gosh for second stamina. It needs buffs and stamina. The only reason to be so trash.
hello. Hopefully you enjoyed my yapping. This is the first video I'm trying to make with my voice. just trying something new. I was trying to make this video longer, but I really couldn't because it's such a simple topic. It's just opinions that could be explained in a forum post or something. But whatever. Like and subscribe please. I want like maybe 30 subscribers by the end of the year. So yeah, this video is heavily inspired by Opal. Check out his content. He makes amazing videos on Forsaken and Outcome Memories. Thanks for watching and have a great morning, evening, or afternoon. Peace.